All right, friends, welcome back to another episode of Two Idiot Girls. Woo! Today, we're tackling a topic that's really funny, and only because I read so many of the answers. And this topic was inspired by our friend who sent in the Bobby Flay question or hot take last week.
That's so funny.
That was like one of the funniest things I've read in a really long time.
That's why I said, like, send me more shit like that. I want to read your weird hot takes like that.
Not, do you think so-and-so's problematic? Yeah.
Well, yeah, the answer is yeah. So most of the time, yeah.
So I said, send in your questionable / embarrassing celebrity crushes. And I put cartoon crushes count for sure. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of strange cartoon crushes in here.
Let's just go on the record and say that y'all have never answered a question faster. I think you need help.
This was the most responses we've ever gotten.
Yeah, and I mean, like, within minutes.
I'm like,
there was
y'all,
hundreds.
do you need advice? And then they send in a couple. I'm like, who's horny on Maine for Barry the Bee? And they're on there.
That's why I said within minutes. You guys were like, oh, I have one for you. like literally hundreds within like 10 minutes. So. Yeah. We're grateful for it.
Before we dive in, what are some of yours? Share it with Drew. Doesn't like anyone, period.
Yeah, I don't like anybody.
But do you like when you were little, dummy? Not right now. So right now I kind of am into when you were little. I'll do mine first.
Okay. Maybe it might jog my memory.
And I'll put pictures here. So make sure you're watching the YouTube version so you have reference photos.
Okay.
But one that I can very vividly remember that I personally had was Dim from Bug's Life. If you don't know who
Dim,
Donovan said that's his name when I Googled it. He's the big blue beetle.
Okay. Listen, we're off to a strong start. I remember that. I just didn't remember that was what his name was. I thought you were going to say the spider.
He said he had a crush on the spider, and I said, she's a lesbian. Try again.
Yeah, no, truly.
That boy is gay.
That's why she's a gay ally.
Yeah.
A gay icon and a gay ally.
Yeah, she's gay.
Okay, well, I don't know.
Who's going to top that one? There's a lot in here that are going to top it. But
I'm trying to think of like movies that I really liked when I was younger and I was like super into, but I can't think of any cartoon characters.
I had a crush on General Shang.
Yeah.
From Mulan.
And I don't know.
And you know why?
I'm going to go ahead
It's the fruity vibes.
No, literally. We talked about that. Like how he was so like so much tension, so much sexual tension.
Between him and Mulan.
When he thought Mulan was a boy. Yeah. And then as soon as he saw them titties, he was like, ew.
And then later he's like,
take
them titties out because I'm trying to sleep.
That's why she took him out and he was all,
She turned around. He was like,
yeah, he was so disgusted.
She was bound up. And he was like,
he was literally disgusted. But anyways.
How old do you think they are in that movie? I've always been curious.
I mean, historically, she's only supposed to be like 15. Some shit like that.
How old do you think he is?
He's probably like in his 20s or late teen. No, he's got to be in his 20s easily.
I think he's 19.
Still makes it weird.
No, I know. That's just my guess. I didn't say that.
I don't think I have any that I can think of from cartoons.
Okay.
That I can think of off the top of my head.
You don't have any cartoon crushes?
I don't know. I don't think so. I'm trying to think of movies that I liked, but none of them have men in them.
Like some people I saw Thomas O'Malley, the alley cat from Aristocats.
That was your favorite movie, not mine.
I didn't put that in there. Someone else did.
I'm just saying you're referencing it to me like I cared about that movie and I didn't.
I'm trying to help you. Let's trigger some like memories for you. So I was trying to think of some.
No, all my favorite Disney movies growing up had no men in them.
That's why.
If they did, it was brief.
See, and then why am I gay and you're not? That doesn't make any sense.
Because I just hated men. Like they just irritated the fuck out of me all the time. All the time since birth. But like the first one, the one that keeps popping in my head that's not a cartoon was Corbin Bleu.
Yeah. We already talked about him.
Yeah, I had a big crush on him when I was younger.
When it came out.
Yeah. So like, when I was like 10. So
do you believe the theory that him and
Lucas Grabeel?
Yeah, Ryan were romantic?
I've never heard that rumor, but
no, you know how they do that I Can't Dance?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and then at the end they switch outfits.
I remember. Yeah.
And have you seen the TikToks I talk about how sexual that song is?
Yes. And it was very sexual and then at the end it was very like homoerotic.
Yeah, and then at the end they're in each other's outfits.
Yeah.
I didn't get fruity vibes from Chad. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I have a pretty strong gaydar.
I
maybe bi vibes.
I got bi vibes, but mostly because of his toxic masculinity. Like he was someone who would be so internalized homophobia or external homophobia.
Yeah, he's all, we don't do plays.
Yeah,
or
he's like, we don't do that's. He's like, that's for
hot
girls.
Take. That's a hot take.
That's why I said like I wouldn't.
Chad was internally homophobic.
Listen, I wouldn't be surprised if he had a crush, and that's why he was so aggressive towards him.
That character from Glee, what's his name?
Oh, the bully.
Yeah,
I forget his name. But like what Kurt's bully. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Same thing, but not nearly as like violent.
Yeah.
But that's just because it was one was on Disney and the other one wasn't. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he wanted to kiss him on the lips, and that's why he was so mean to him.
Yeah, I agree.
And all roads lead to the same end point every single time. Also, there's too many people in that cast for at least one of them to not be gay.
Well, only Ryan. You can't just have one.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying minimum one. Like, but there's got to be more than one.
Yeah.
For sure.
Out of all the girlies, who would you don't like women, so I guess I can't ask.
Out of all the girlies, I would probably say the piano player. That's why they were with each other.
That's what they want you to think.
But they were with each other, like each other's beards almost.
You think so?
I'm saying
we never saw them
smooch.
We never saw them smooch.
Yeah, they were just like, this is my best friend. Best friends. Anywho, yeah, I don't think I have any. I can't think of any cartoons. Maybe one of these will jog my memory though.
Okay.
And then I'll come up with another one.
Okay.
I'm sure I've had some similar thoughts in some respect.
All right, guys, we're gonna jump into the first one that I saw that really took me aback, if you will. I have to find it. Okay. I'm so glad I had them put their signs in because it's gonna make it way funnier. So her name's Molly.
Okay.
And she said, and I'm gonna put pictures, Ed the Sockhead from Ed, and Eddy. So is Ed the Sockhead, that's different from the piece of plank, right?
Yep, but not by much. Definitely different, but not by a lot.
Oh, it's one of the characters.
Is it one of the Eds?
It's one of those.
I mean, oof, girly. Well, he's the one who had the plank, if I'm not mistaken.
No, the taller one had the plank, I'm pretty sure.
No, I'm pretty sure it was that one.
Whatever. I did not like the show. I'm not going to like
me either. Guys, that was like white guy humor to me, and that instantly repels me immediately. I'm like, if white kids like it, no. That's a questionable one. I'm not going to lie to you, girl. Okay.
Should we rate these? I'm not going to lie
to you. Yeah, on like...
How questionable out of 5?
Yeah.
Okay, 5
out of 5?
Or should we do 10?
Let's do out of 10.
Okay. And 10 being like, please seek help.
Like, yeah, 10 being like, check yourself into a hospital.
Okay. This one, I'm not going to lie, I think is a 9.
A 9? I'm going to give it a 5.
Oh, you think so? Okay.
Yeah, because some of you were talking about animals and insects in there, and I'm reserving the higher numbers for them. You're right.
I'll take it down.
At least he's a human.
This one's 5 out of 10. It's kind of weird,
but
guys.
he is like gross in the sense that like
those characters were always kind of
gross.
They're
kind of gross and like the animation and stuff. I'm sure that's part of the appeal. But I mean, girly, it's not that bad, but it's pretty bad.
You know what? When I said this one to Billy, he laughed really hard. Did he watch that show when he was little?
I'm sure he did.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised. He watched all the shows nobody watched or cared for.
Okay. There's a white man in here who's in here quite a bit. He's in here 9 times.
Who is it?
So I'm gonna use this first one. So her name's Lena, and she said she has a couple. So this is the one that's in here a lot is Vince Vaughn.
Okay, that's like a 9. I'm just kidding. I thought it was gonna be another cartoon for some reason.
Lena says Vince Vaughn because he's really tall and he talks like he could kill you with his voice. And then she put, is he aging well? Not really. But I'd fuck him when he was 30 years younger, and I'd fuck him now.
Listen, I was genuinely going to say, do you like him because he's good looking or because he's tall? Because he's like 6'7". Like he's genuinely really
I'll give you that
tall.
one, really, yeah.
I think the tallness is clouding the judgment a little bit, babe.
He's 6'5".
That's tall. That's tall as fuck.
Did you know that
especially for a white man? That's tall as hell for a white guy.
I don't know if it's on one of his hands. He's missing like parts of his finger because it got cut off like while he was doing something. So one of his fingers looks like that. Something to consider, Lena. I don't know.
I don't think that's gonna bother her, to be honest.
So I'll put it in my butt.
Yeah. Ew.
You know who else is on here a lot, and I got this one sent to me personally, is Jack Black.
That I understand.
That one is a 0 out of 10. I agree with that.
Yeah, that's a 0 mainly. We'll see this. Okay, with Vince Vaughn, if I'm being for real, that's probably like a 3 or a 4.
Yeah.
But like only because generically speaking, he's a little spooky, right? Mm-hmm. But he's very funny.
You know what I think? He's one of those actors that plays the same character in every movie.
Yeah.
And so I feel like if they do that, that's how they are in real life. Like how Ryan Reynolds plays the same person.
Yeah, they're so like Vince incapable Vaughn, of being anyone else but themselves. Yeah.
Vince Vaughn is always annoyed and everything bothers him.
Sarcastic.
That would drive me insane. I could never be with someone like that.
I see what you're saying.
Do you know what I mean?
I see what you're saying. Because
it's funny, but I don't want to date someone like that.
Yeah, because the same could be said about Jack Black, but his character is much different. Right, the one that he tends to stereotypically play.
Jack Black in The Holiday.
Yeah, exactly. Jack Black in The Holiday. Jack Black in School of Rock. Jack Black in general. That's a fucking 0 out of 10.
Yeah,
like,
that's a good
amazing.
one, girly.
And as far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think Vince Vaughn has been problematic at all. He's been in the game for a long time.
He might have. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't want to speak too soon. But if he doesn't have any glaring allegations against him at all, I would say that's sensible. If he's like low-key a Mark Wahlberg, then like that's a fucking 0 out of 10. Or no, 10 out of 10 and fucking get out of here.
Yeah.
But like
racist, you jump up 11 points.
Yeah, you're off the scale entirely. I think I get it a little. But
just
more so I get the shame in it. Like why people are like, I feel bad that I want to fuck him, but I do.
Okay, this one.
At least you're sensible about it. And you know that's weird. But I fucking love Couples Retreat.
Yeah.
And he is so funny in that movie.
What's the one with Jennifer Aniston? That movie's really funny too. The Breakup or something like that. Do you remember?
No, the only other one I can think of is Four Christmases or whatever.
That's a good one. Reese Witherspoon. That's a good one.
That's a great one.
That's a good one.
The
Breakup.
Crashers.
It's called The Breakup. It's with Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
And I don't think he doesn't have any like ambition, and she tells him like, I need you to pull it together.
Yeah.
And so,
Wedding Crashers. He's in that one too.
I know. I've never seen it though.
Yeah.
Okay. This one's really funny, and I had to look it up because I don't know who this is.
Mm-hmm.
This is Katrina, and this is her questionable, and she said the lion from Zoobilee Zoo. I wish I was kidding.
Zoobilee Zoo.
So I don't know who that is or what show that is, but I had to look it up.
Is it a kids show?
Yeah.
Girl, that's a 10, dog. Out the gate, that's a 10. Like, babe.
I've never heard of this show before. This is all the characters like.
That's my nightmare.
What is
Wait,
this?
go on that one a closer of his face because I'm literally.
This one?
Are you dead ass, girl? Are you dead ass?
Katrina, what are we doing?
Is that like an old show, like the 90s? It looks old.
I've never heard of this show before. Hold on, let me see.
Girl. Seek help for sure. Listen, all peace, all love, but like, babe, no.
Zoobilee Zoo is a children's television series featuring actors dressed as animal characters that originally aired from 1986 to 1987.
I knew it was like
it was
old.
from PBS.
I knew it. It was like that's like on the same network as like
Girly
Zaboomafoo. You know what I mean?
Ooh, I love that show. I don't know, Girly. That's a lot.
That's a 10.
That's a 10.
That's a tough pill to swallow.
That one's hard.
That's a tough pill to swallow, girl. I don't know what about that makes you excited in a sexual way. I'm upset that I saw what he looked like.
You know what it reminds me of? Do you remember the show The Doodle Bombs?
Yeah, I was just about to say Mo and...
He could get it.
Is it Mo and Rooney and... I forget the name of the girl.
Susie?
No. Her name's something else. Something else silly.
But Mo is cute. You're not wrong for that one. But you didn't write that. You wrote Zoobilee Zoo.
And I will never forget it now, unfortunately.
And now I wish I didn't read it.
That's...
I think this one might be the worst one. Are you ready? This is
worse than Zoobilee Zoo?
Yeah. This is Delilah, and hers is Bill Maher.
Yep. You're right.
You're right.
It's not worse. It's the same. It's a 10.
As Zoobilee Zoo?
Bill Maher? That guy's so fucking problematic too. And like fugly on top of that. So like it's zeros across the board for me. Damn, you and Katrina need to get together
to figure some stuff out.
Let's do a support group. Bill Maher? Oh my God.
Okay, this guy's in here twice. Mm-hmm. So both B and Shannon put Adam Sandler. They put Adam Sandler.
I thought you were saying those were their names.
No, they're celebrity.
Adam Sandler's not unreasonable.
No. Adam Sandler and Happy Gilmore.
Like Adam Sandler in his younger years.
Yeah, Billy Madison.
He was like a handsome dude. I would say that's like a 1.
Yeah.
If that. But mostly I would say a 1 because he has cast problematic characters in his movies throughout.
Well, and like the same
duration.
type of tropes and shit.
Yeah. So like
transphobic. Yeah.
So he loses points in that sense. Yeah. But like if we're just talking looks, I don't think that's problematic. He's problematic to an extent, but I don't think that's questionable. Your crush is not unfounded. Yeah, it's that. I think that's pretty valid. I mean, especially back in the day, he was a handsome dude. So.
I agree.
Yeah, and he's funny and he's rich. So
we'll
there you go.
Okay. Wow, this guy's in here 5 times. So I'm just going to go off this first one. So this is Hannah, and she put Michael Cera. But more specific, he's in here 5 times, friends. 5 times. She put Michael Cera, more specifically his character in the movie Juno. Something about the way his mother treats him like he's a baby, and the way his scrawny legs look in the shorts is pleasing to me. Maybe it's because I know I could probably power him, but that movie's a comfort movie for a reason, and it's largely him. I love that movie. That's a really good movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
I always forget that Jason Bateman's in it. But it's really good.
I know, but Jason Bateman's character is so creepy.
Oh yeah, no, I know. Yeah,
I know, and I remember feeling so weird about him after I saw.
I love him. Yeah,
yeah, but he's great, obviously.
Yeah, but Michael Cera, guys, that one I could see. I had a crush on Michael Cera for a little bit. I could see that one.
I never have. That man has never appealed to me.
Here's another one. Yes,
but I do think that's not. It's not weird, but I get why you would feel weird about having it. More so because of not because of his body or what he looks like or the way he's built. It's more so his demeanor.
It's like so uncomfortable,
and it's so like quiet and mousy that doesn't.
I can see that one. Like I would, because one of my favorite podcast episodes that I listen to every time I'm really sad is on A24, and he did an episode with Jonah Hill.
Yeah,
and it was so fucking funny.
Yeah,
so that's like I think who he is usually. I think the characters he plays is
and that's why I'm like we don't know him personally. So like I only know what I see him like in the movies. So in the movies he plays a very like mousy, quiet, like unassuming man. So like it's more so the uncomfortableness that he procures, which is part of the characters he plays.
I think like when people have a crush on like Jesse Eisenberg, is that his name?
Yeah, the dude from The Social Network. Yeah,
I don't like that. He makes me so uncomfortable.
He makes more sense to me than Michael Cera.
Really?
If we're going based off looks.
Yeah, I'm going off looks.
But like if we're going based off personality, they're both equally as uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But like,
who do you think is more handsome, Paul Giamatti
or Jeremy Piven? I deadass think that every time I see Jesse Eisenberg, all I can think about is the bird from Rio. So I can't.
He plays the main guy, right?
Yeah. So I nothing about him does anything for me other than me picturing the bird.
Yeah.
So like I've thought that forever. I feel like we all forget that very easily that he played the main bird.
Okay.
In Rio. But
don't forget that.
Forget. Just like when
Drew's gonna make sure everyone knows that.
Just like what was the one I told you about that? I'm like, everyone just forgets that she played. I don't know. What was it? Fuck. It was like it's someone who's.
And you said she plays what?
She played like a character in Disney, and it was embarrassing. And now she like moved to a grown-up show, and I'm like, everybody just seems
the girl that was with Louis Tomlinson, that girl, and she was in the original.
Yes,
she was in
Starstruck.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yes. The main girl was Starstruck.
She's like, I'm never gonna let you forget that you were in Starstruck.
Yeah, she was in the Vampire Diaries spinoff. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just like, we all just casually forget that she was the main love interest in Starstruck.
Yeah,
and she was like. That's you standing on the porch, like when she's talking to the paparazzi. You guys ruined his life. Like I'm never gonna take. Like this sounds so mean, but I'm never gonna see past her doing that. Like ever, no matter what she's in,
You'll always be her.
I'm gonna picture her being like, I didn't do that to him. You did. With tears in her eyes. She killed it though. She killed it in that movie. You did a good job, girl.
That was just true, like fan fiction played out,
brought to life.
Yeah.
And
why would I know? Of course I know who you are.
Yeah, she was like, just like thinking of all the shit she said.
Did she like hit her head or something?
Yeah, he opened the car door and it hit her in the head or some shit. Like,
well, her sister's being a stalker, right?
Yeah, her sister was stalking him. She's the cool girl who reads in the car.
Yeah.
She's like, she literally said, I'm going to sit in the car and read my book. And the girl was like, the sister's like, okay.
You're everywhere. Of course I know who you are.
Yeah, she was like, I'm not stupid.
But what do you do for the world?
So she was literally like, you want my camera? Remember that part?
Here, take it.
He's like, I should probably take the camera. You want my pictures? Here. I don't want to remember this day anyways. Tell me I'm not in the movie itself.
Close your eyes and listen back to that.
She's like, I didn't do that to him. You did. And you should be ashamed of yourselves.
The way she took him to Santa Monica Beach to hide out, thinking no one would see
that's not the most traffic heavy like place in LA. Like
Dirty. Took him to the pier.
They're literally outside the like Chinese theater or whatever.
And she's like, no, I don't. They're on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Yeah, they're outside where they filmed the Tonight Show. Not the Tonight Show. Jimmy Kimmel. They're outside where they filmed Jimmy Kimmel, and she's like, how did they find us? The paparazzi. And it was Sterling Knight of all people.
Ew.
A man who slept.
A white man.
A man who woke up early every morning to flat iron his hair. Remember when Joe Jonas was trying to say he never flat ironed his hair?
Grow up. Come on.
Good
Him
times.
and Kevin. You're telling me only Nick has... Nick was all, I'm with curly hair. You guys figure out what you're doing.
Well, you're telling me I don't know heat damage? Come on, bitch. I was straightening my hair too.
Matching fried hair.
Yeah, I was literally straightening my hair at the same time.
Where it sticks out like
Come
that.
on. Come on.
Okay. How much of Stranger Things have you watched? Like of the seasons? You've seen, the most of like the regular characters, right?
Yeah, the basic ones.
So this guy's on here 3 times. It's Hopper from Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah. I know Hopper.
Yeah. Oh, you play the Red Guardian?
Yeah.
I find him very handsome.
I think that's a 0.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. And he seems tall and he's got a very like what do you call it? Manly, like a traditionally manly like feel to him. Probably because he looks like a lumberjack, so it's like maybe that's like the draw.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would say that's a 0.
I see that.
That's not bad.
Okay. This guy's in here quite a bit. This is from Nina, and she said that Nick the Fox from Zootopia.
Speaking of Jason Bateman.
Speaking of Bateman, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would say that's about a 5.
Everyone.
No, that's higher than Eddy or whatever. It's got to be like a 7.
You think that's worse than because it's an animal? Take it back.
Yeah, I do.
Take it back.
Yes, I do think.
Justice for
Yes, I think that because you want a fucking animal that acts and talks like a human. Yeah, I do think that's more concerning.
What would you rate the bug that I said I had a crush on?
That's a fucking 10. That's worse than Nick from fucking Zootopia.
Remember when everyone was going feral over that tiger that's like on the bus in one of the scenes?
I think so.
Here, I'll look him up.
No. I think I do. I think I know. But I saw this thing once that
yeah, it's the sexy tiger right here.
Yeah, I do remember that.
That movie is so cute. I love that movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie too. A wonderful movie to teach about racism. Let me tell you.
Makes you think.
Yeah, they gotta hide it in like a pill in a fucking piece of ham for people to let their kids watch it. And by people I mean white people. Anyways, it's kind of like I saw this thing once that said sometimes people feel almost concerned because they feel like this sense of attraction towards animals.
But I saw
animated
how
animals.
They show why they make them.
They make them human-like.
Is the way they draw their eyes and stuff like that.
Because then I saw them like stitch a bunch of like pictures of famous cartoon animals that are
like Simba
or like Spirit, the horse.
That's so funny you bring up Spirit because he's next and he's on here 4 times. A lot of people.
Spirit, teenage Simba, like all those animals that are typically like ooh la la, right?
Yeah.
But like I've seen in there that they talk about the eyes, and then I saw that they like put them back to what they would actually look like.
Yeah, and then they're scary.
And they're scary. Yeah, there's no attraction to them. So like if that makes anyone feel better,
you're not into bestiality.
It's not entirely on you, but it is kind of still on you.
Grow up. How about that? Wait, so I haven't seen Spirit probably since it came out. Do the horses talk in that movie?
I don't think so.
I didn't find Spirit attractive. Did you?
I just didn't give a fuck about that movie. Like,
I remember going and Drew was like, that was such a waste of time.
Yeah.
We were like 7 and 8.
Yeah, I was like, I don't, because here's the thing about me. I don't like movies with animals. Like,
Do you know what's another
falling
animal a
in
lot of
love.
people like is Diego from Ice Age.
Yeah, that one I knew was coming. I love cartoon movies with animals, but like, it's not something I seek. If I can see something like The Princess and the Frog, then I'd rather watch that.
Yeah.
Even though they turn into animals, that's a little different.
I feel that.
Diego that's probably like a 9. That's
You want to get
concerning
mauled
too.
by a saber-toothed tiger.
And it's like a power thing too, because he's like powerful in the movie.
well,
and he could
everyone
kill you.
likes the bad boy.
Yeah, again, and he's an animal, so like that's what makes it concerning. Bad boy or bad saber-toothed tiger.
Bad
You know what I mean?
cat.
That's what I'm saying. So that's still just as bad. Yeah.
All right. Okay, this one's from a person, and she said, I had a huge crush on Justin Bieber in 2011 when I was younger, and I turned out to be a lesbian. I feel like this is a widespread experience amongst most lesbians, and a super embarrassing one at that in my case.
I mean, that's an interesting theory.
Yeah.
I don't think having a crush on him is something to necessarily be embarrassed by, but I can see why you would be, especially now. Especially looking at his journey through fame. But I mean, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
Being a gay myself. I mean, like, I love Justin Bieber's music, but I didn't find him, like, I thought he was cute, but I wasn't like, because he looks so little.
Yeah,
I wasn't into him being so little.
Yeah, I fuck with that line of thinking too.
And then they always paired him with women in his videos that were taller than him, which there's nothing wrong with dating short kings, but I just wasn't, they looked older than him, like way too old to be with him.
Yeah, it just gave me weird vibes a little bit, but he never did it for me personally.
Do I think the crush on Justin Bieber to lesbian pipeline is real? Yes, I do.
I'm sure. Just like liking Joe.
Another lesbian
same
pipeline.
thing.
I agree.
Or liking like Louis in One Direction.
There's a lot of them that said they liked Kevin, and they just said they liked Kevin because they were gay.
And it was the last one.
Yeah.
Like if
who
you
like
weren't-
no one liked. You're like, I guess I'll like him. I feel bad for him. Someone told me that.
Someone literally told me they knew I was straight because I said I was a Nick girl.
Oh,
And they said they could just tell.
Yeah, and if you like Joe, you're bi.
Yeah.
And if you like Kevin, you're a lesbian.
Yeah,
There you go.
exactly. Yeah.
There you go.
Someone literally wrote that on one of my videos.
Yeah,
once.
well, Nick's one of the straightest men that exist, I think.
Yeah,
on
like
social media.
like straight to a concerning point. You know what I mean? Like
he played a gay guy in that fighting show.
that doesn't mean anything.
No, I know. I was just saying that. To say
No, I know. I remember. He had like I think he had a couple like scenes too, like love scenes.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, but yeah, I would say that's Justin Bieber. I'd give it like a 2.
Yeah,
I'd give that like a 2.
There you go.
It's a soft concern.
I agree. Another one that's in here quite a bit is Adam Driver and Pete Davidson. Well, we talked about Pete last episode.
Yeah, Adam Driver.
Who's sexier to you, Adam Driver or Pete Davidson?
I choose friendship.
You have to pick one.
Friendship.
You have
If
to pick
I had to pick between the two of
Adam
them,
Driver. Yeah, I pick Adam Driver.
I'd probably pick Pete. If I had to pick, because then at least Pete's funny and I could like make jokes. But like I choose friendship with both of them. Like I guarantee, like I genuinely think if I met Pete Davidson, he'd want to be my friend. Like I think he'd think I was funny.
Think that about like everyone.
No, I think everyone would want to date me. That's also true. That's also true.
Oh, okay.
No, but I no, with Pete specifically, I genuinely think like he would think I was funny and want to be my homie, like want to be my friend.
Yeah.
Like I think that. Adam Driver, I don't think we would have anything in common, but like it'd be cool to meet him. Adam Driver's another case, and so is Pete Davidson. Are they attractive or are they just tall? And talented in what they do?
Who else do you think falls in that category?
Are they attractive or are they just tall?
Yeah. Is it fashion or are they skinny? It's the same
Yeah.
thing.
No, it's the same shit. Well, fucking Vince Vaughn's one of them. The dude from, what's his name? From Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Jason Segel. He's on her a lot. I have a crush on him too. I see that
Same
one.
thing. He's also very tall, right?
But okay.
And he's funny.
Yeah.
And he's talented. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is proof. Like, that type of shit, this is what you really need to think. That type of shit proves that women look so much further beyond physical. because they look for other things that stimulate them, like whether it's humor, talent, like whether they seem like nice people, like those are driving forces behind many a woman's attraction to men. Like it's nothing short of just like what's inside. Because like look at Adam Driver, dude. Like on the outside, he's very average looking. Like he's not
kind of strange looking. I'll give him that.
I mean, in the sense that he's not like someone who would be considered extremely conventionally attractive.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's very normal looking in that sense. And like women really, really like him. And it's because he's a really talented actor. He's fucking tall. He seems like a nice person. Like those are like the only 3 things that women are looking for. Because the bar's on the fucking floor. So it's in hell. What was the other thing you asked me? Oh, are they hot or are they just tall? There's not many tall people in Hollywood, so
out of all those men, who do you think is hot? That you just said.
None of them. I don't find any of them hot.
You don't find anyone hot that isn't Billy, so you have to pick one. You have to.
No. I just told you if I was forced to choose.
See, what's funny is that I could name 100 women right now, and you'd be like, "Oh yeah, she's hot."
Yeah.
But if I named 100 men, she'd be like, she'd stop me at number 2, and that's enough.
Because every man is guilty until proven otherwise. Sure. Every man gets a big ick from me until I meet you in real life, and even then, sometimes it grows.
Okay.
I told you if I had to pick from between any of those, I would say Pete Davidson because I think we would vibe better, but we're also closer in age.
Sure. Okay.
So like that could be part of it, but like I'm a prime example of someone who looks internally first.
Not me.
Not you. Dayson's the complete opposite of me. Like Dayson goes purely off her fucking cat pussy in the wind.
But then I do research, and that will either solidify or get rid of my
No. She hyperfixates. This is different.
And then I'm like, too much. No, well, here's another thing, friends. If I find a crush on someone on TikTok, like I'm like, okay, this is the person I have a crush on.
Yeah.
The first thing I do is I send them to my sister.
Yeah.
And ask her, does this person follow you? And if they don't, my crush dissipates. That's just the nature of science, friends. They don't like my sister online. I can't like them anymore.
Listen.
Unless
and that's a good litmus test to have.
Unless it's a celebrity.
Yeah, unless it's an actual
celebrity. Guys, so if you like people on TikTok, or like different creators, and you're like, ooh, like she's kind of hot, go see if she follows you on Instagram. Go see if she follows you on Instagram. I love Muna. The lead singer follows you on Instagram. I'm allowed to like Muna.
There you go.
There you go.
It's more so just like a moral compass thing.
Yeah.
Like if they don't, especially men, men. Unless it's like someone like Sebastian Stan who Dason fixated on for a while.
Well, does Adam Driver follow you on TikTok?
Like that's like different because they're in a whole other lane.
No, but I'm saying creators or like
creators.
musicians or that are like kind of low level that you think you could get in that aren't like.
Well, this is again, okay, listen. It's not that I don't ever find people attractive ever. I mean, I don't to an extent.
She doesn't.
But like, it's more so this. I see celebrities like Adam Driver, like Pete Davidson, for example. I see them on a cellular level. Like I genuinely think they're just like me. They're no better off than, they're better off than me, but they're no better than me. Like, when it comes to like character or whatever. So I told Dason this. I've told all of my followers this before. I genuinely think I could get anybody to fall in love with me if I spend enough time with them. If I spent a week or 2.
That's that Sagittarius rising right there.
That's just like truly. I just think so. That's why my like pussy in the wind doesn't mean anything to me because I feel like if I tried hard enough, I could get them to like me. I genuinely think that. It's low-key delusional, but it's okay. Yeah. Because it's been proven time and time again. So like, I've proven it with famous people before.
Yeah. Because they're recently too.
Because they're just as easy, if not more so, than regular dudes. And let me tell you why. Because they have access to everything and anything. The one thing they don't have is you. So if you treat them like that, they're going to fucking like you. I promise you. It's that simple. Doesn't matter how much money, how famous they are. It really doesn't matter. Unfortunately, sometimes it doesn't even matter if they're in a relationship already. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
That's why I think if everyone thought like that, genuinely, you could date Pete Davidson if you wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, he's with Kim Kardashian right now, but like, let's say he was single. You could go bag that bitch. He's probably so easy.
Well, so I don't know if you follow Dumois, but her identity has been recently revealed.
I heard that.
And people are saying that Nick Braun, who played the Glow Kid, this is the only reason Drew will know.
Oh, I know Nick Braun. Yeah.
So he's really famous from Succession. That's what his new thing is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Anytime he's out dicking around in New York, Dumois the first person to post about it. So I saw this girl saying, now poor Nick Braun can be a whore as much as he wants because Dumois will not be able to reveal his secrets anymore.
That's crazy.
Isn't that so funny?
That's crazy.
Nick Braun, a lot of people have a crush on him. I think he's
tall.
He's tall.
Again, there's another. I was just about to say that's another tall guy.
He plays the same type of mousy, like, oh, I don't
every
know,
time.
guys. Yeah.
That's why reevaluate. Do you really like him or is he just tall? And also,
whose third eye has been open? Mine has.
That's just the thing. Tall for a white guy too, because white men are not typically that tall. Like
there you go.
Minority men are a lot of times, especially like Polynesian men, black men. Typically, they're very tall. So like when
people
you come
sexy.
Yeah, when you come across a white man and he's that tall, it's almost unheard of.
You're right.
So like people are like, ooh.
One of my questionable crushes, because I thought of Succession. You don't watch it, but if you watch Succession, mine is Kieran Culkin's character Roman, but not as Kieran Culkin when he's Roman. And if you watch,
it's just him as the. In real life,
if you watch the show, you'll understand why that's discussed. Like just out of control.
Yeah, but like you mean him outside of the show?
No, the character.
Oh,
like him in character.
Oh,
even outside of the show, I find him handsome, but in the show,
and you're saying that's bad.
Yeah, and if you watch the show, you'll know why. I will not elaborate. Next one. This one made me laugh. So this is Olivia, and she said, because I don't watch the show. When I was a kid, we watched Wipeout a lot, and this sounds so weird.
Is it the host?
But when I was younger, I really liked John Anderson and John Henson. I'm not exactly
sure. Those are the two hosts of Wipeout. I'm pretty sure. Look them up.
Wait, let me finish it.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure why. No offense to them. They're great. I just don't get it anymore. A little 10-year-old me was like, yes, those two. That is indeed adequate. And I can't tell you why. And then I've seen this one on here a lot is Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, that's a good one. That's actually a good one.
Yeah. Ewan McGregor, especially young Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Because I just started the show yesterday.
That one makes more sense to me.
Because you had a big crush on Qui-Gon. There you go.
I didn't have a crush on him.
You just liked his hair?
Yeah. I just walked with the ponytail.
Go ahead and send me that hair routine, girly.
I was literally like, bring back Qui-Gon. Justice for Qui-Gon.
Qui-Gon Jinn. He deserved better.
AKA Liam Neeson. Tell Liam Neeson to grow his hair long again. I bet you it would hit so hard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Wait, and then at the end of this, what she said, and then I think my most embarrassing cartoon crush was Simon from Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Damn, not even Alvin, girl.
Who is this? John Anderson and John Henson.
I think I know exactly who they are. At first, I was thinking of the host of America Ninja Warrior.
I think he's the host of the show.
Oh my god, dude, that's a lot worse than what I thought it was gonna be. I would love to know the science behind like what elicits sexual awakening in young.
When you're little, I would love to know that too.
I would love to know the science behind it because like clearly like 10-year-old you is like.
That's
like what? But like my 10-year-old crush was Ray Toro. So like again, what? You know what I mean? Like
what is
why?
it in there? Yeah.
Like I would just love to know like the science behind that. That's fucking you're right, girl. That's embarrassing. I wouldn't say it's concerning. I would probably give it like a 2. It's just weird.
Shia LaBeouf is on here a lot.
That's a 10 because he's
super problematic, and I get why you're embarrassed. That's okay.
Yeah,
I won't say who put him in there, but he's in here quite a lot.
Well, and honest, 10 years ago that would not have been nearly as concerning.
Yeah.
Now that we've heard all we've heard now,
and we know about him, I agree.
It's a 10 for sure.
Okay, this is from someone named Brody, and she said, "Dr.
Brody, that's a cool name,
Dr. Schadenfreude from Igor. It's the black lipstick from me. Also, that chick Jacqueline from the movie. She's Dr. Schadenfreude's girlfriend."
Girl, what?
Who is that?
From Igor.
Yeah,
Igor the movie.
I remember, not the album. No, I know the movie. I just don't know.
I don't know if I know the movie. That's why I was saying
from
it out
Igor
loud.
the movie. Donovan used to like it.
Oh, the cartoon.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it's this guy.
I was thinking like.
And then I think that's his girlfriend, Jacqueline. What are your thoughts on this?
That one's a little bad. That one's kind of bad.
At least they're human, but I'm scared.
I'm gonna give that one like a 7. That's spooky, girl. That's spooky.
You're all Igor. Well, the movie that Donovan liked, remember?
I was thinking, for some reason, I was thinking like Frankenstein, like a real life Frankenstein. Like that's what I was picturing in my head. Yeah. That's why I said I don't know if I know that movie. But
how come none of you put the invisible guy from Hotel Transylvania? Because people on TikTok love him.
I saw that all the time. They were like, I've literally seen people say, I just know that dick is big. And I'm like, what's wrong with y'all?
Those movies are funny. I like that movie.
Yeah, I know, but that's not what they're talking about. They're not talking about the comedic genius that is Hotel Transylvania.
You know who's also in here a lot is Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon, I did at one point have a tiny crush on. I can see that one.
I think that, I mean, both of them, again, are just very average-looking white dudes to me.
I don't get Jimmy Kimmel.
He just looks like an average white dude to me.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe it's the power. You know what I'm saying? Because Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon both wield quite a lot of power, especially in the world of entertainment. So maybe that's part of it. I'm trying to look past the purely physical because I can't wrap my head around that. So I'm trying to like reason and make up an excuse for you weirdos.
I don't know about that one.
Jimmy Fallon back in the day, though, I think was like good looking, like when he was on SNL.
Yeah.
I mean, not that he looks wildly different now, but like maybe that's what people think of.
Yeah.
What?
I just found another really good one, and I agree with this one. Okay, what are our thoughts on Jimmy? Who's sexier, Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon? I have to say Fallon. You have to pick one.
I'm gonna pick Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
But again,
you say Kimmel and I jump across.
But again, friendship. Give me your job. That's what I'll take. I'll take. Let me take that job.
Go ahead and pass that down.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna take James Corden's.
Yes.
Was he in there?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. Let me look after this one. Okay. So this one's from Carly, and she said, the way I was obsessed with Mimi Siku, which I didn't know this was his name, I forgot, from the movie Jungle to Jungle back in 1997 was not okay. Do you remember how much I loved the movie Jungle to Jungle? I think it's with Tim Allen.
No, but I thought you were going to say Brendan Fraser from George of the Jungle.
No, remember him?
Oh, yeah,
He's like a little, and ew, I was so funny. I was looking at him, well, he looks like Millie Bobby Brown.
I was just about to say that. I was literally just about to. No, I remember that. Yeah, that's not concerning. That was like.
That's a good one, girly.
I think that's a valid one.
I gave you that one. No,
Brendan Fraser in George of the Jungle.
That's
unreal.
Sexy ass man.
That one was ridiculous. I remember thinking, I used to think, I cannot believe, as a child, like as a young person, I cannot believe how naked this man is, low key.
On George of the Jungle.
Yeah, they put him in the tiniest little, like, look up a picture of him in George of the Jungle. I need to be validated right now.
Is it Brendan or Brandon?
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was Brendan.
Brendan.
Also, we're both right. Technically.
George of the Jungle. That was a good movie. Yeah, holy
like,
shit.
Just like unbelievably ripped. Like this man was unbelievably ripped. I couldn't.
Yeah, look at his little chonies.
They were so small. Like they would show him and like look, dog, come on.
You're
showing that to kids? And they're worried about gay people.
Was I gonna say, I think this is Leslie Mann in this movie.
Oh, probably. She's so pretty.
I know, I love her.
She's aged so gracefully. See, look at him. And he was stacked too. Yeah. Like this man was fucking ripped at the time. And
good for you, Brendan.
They're worried about the gay agenda. And meanwhile,
that is the gay agenda.
Meanwhile, yeah, that's true. Meanwhile, he's showing print.
Come on.
Even while he's showing print in his tiny little fucking thong, like, and they're like, and we're worried about cartoon girls kissing each other. Like, what priorities, dog?
Okay, this one's from Kelly, and she said Trixie Mattel, but specifically out of drag. And then in parentheses put, I'm a lesbian. Please make it make sense. You know what's so funny?
Trixie
is that I am a little bit of a lesbian, and I also find Trixie out of drag very attractive.
Okay, first of all, Trixie Mattel is like one of my like idols. Mm-hmm. I fucking love that bitch. Like I truly am obsessed with her. She's the fucking funniest. But also, she looks wildly different out of drag. Like very, very handsome person. Yeah, absolutely. So that's valid. That's a 0. And me and Trixie are moots.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah, MOOTS.
You literally made that up.
I'm genuinely not joking. That's what people call them. Hi, moots. I hate it too.
MUTS?
MOOTS.
I hate that. You made that up.
It's terrible, but it's true.
Write it down below if she made that up. I think she did.
No, literally, they call each other moots, and that's why I hate it. So I said it to be funny. Me and Trixie are moots. We're moots on multiple platforms. Love you, girl.
Moots reminds me of poot, which is one of the funniest internet memes.
True.
So this one's from Luke, and he said, this isn't questionable, but I think we can all agree. And you know what's interesting is it will be questionable only because Drew hates all men.
I love the confidence with which you opened it up, though, Luke. I love that.
Okay, this isn't questionable. I think we can all agree, but I literally used to Google stuff like Chris Evans naked or Theo James naked when I was like in the 3rd grade, and I didn't piece it together that I liked guys until 8th grade, even though I used to read gay fan fiction and like watch nude scenes of male actors. Like I would watch the scene where Chris Evans is shirtless in the Fantastic Four over and over again. I probably got like 15 viruses on my family's computer to the point where it stopped working.
Oh my God.
I saw a video of Theo James because I didn't care about Divergent because it was too late for its time. It was too late and no one cared. I saw a video of Theo James like at a photo shoot recently, and I was like, where the fuck was this guy? He was not in that movie.
No, I knew Theo James was handsome. He's handsome in Divergent.
People said he's tall. Do you think he's tall?
Yeah, he's probably taller than the average dude. He's probably like
who's sexier, Theo James or Chris Evans, Drippy? Theo James is married, crush gone. If they're married, my crush dissipates. I don't know what happens. Yeah.
How tall is Theo James?
He's 6 feet.
I know it.
You know who he looks like? Now that I look at him more,
who?
He looks like your prom date.
Who?
Well, I'll bleep that out. But yeah.
Oh my God, he does. Ugh.
Crush gone.
Well,
crush gone.
Hold on. I was like, no, I think.
What if I go? Does Theo James follow you? Can I have a crush on him?
Between the two of them, who's older? I think Chris Evans is older, huh?
Theo James is, let me see.
He's in his 30s.
He's 37. I think Chris Evans is 39.
Okay, yeah. Oh, damn.
Or he might have just turned 40. Let me double check.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
He just turned 40, so he's 3 years older.
Damn.
Strictly because Chris Evans is single, I think he's sexier.
Yeah, play the odds. You know what I mean? Play the odds.
I'm trying to keep my options open, ladies. If
Theo James is British though, so I don't know if that
he's married for you. And I don't care.
I know, but we're taking marriage off. Like if he wasn't.
But
married.
See, I can't. If I can't imagine myself with them because they have a white wife who's 16 sizes smaller than me.
Yeah, I
crush
feel
out
you.
the window.
I feel you, bro.
Not that I've ever seen Chris Evans with someone who looks like me. But
no,
if he's
never.
watching, he could be.
Come on.
Chris Evans in Endgame, though. Come on, guys. Be realistic.
I would say out of those two, yeah, definitely. Probably Chris Evans. Just play the odds.
Yeah.
I'll ask you another one, though, because I know you'll be able to pick.
Okay.
Chris Evans or Henry Cavill?
Ooh, Henry Cavill. And he has a girlfriend.
Who's he dating? I feel like I know.
It's a white girl.
Well, duh.
I don't know.
That's what I said. Men like that.
Well, I don't know.
Show me the fucking proof. You like women of color? Fucking date one.
Henry Cavill just looks bigger.
He is. He's giant. I want to say
like that scene of him in Mission Impossible. I'll put a still of it right here where he's fighting him in the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
And he does that thing with his fist. I want him to do that to the front of my head. At a running start.
I was gonna say take a running start, do it to the back of my head.
Who do you think? Oh well, no, never mind. Okay.
What?
I was just saying Stranger Things, but they're all kids. Well, not anymore, but like I think Steve from Stranger Things. I have a big crush on him.
Is Steve the one
he works
has the girlfriend?
Yeah.
No.
Are you thinking of the brother?
Yeah, the one.
No, the one
that's kind of scary looking.
He looks like he's from the Gorillas, like the band.
Yeah.
Not him.
And they're dating in real life.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
He's British.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
Okay, not him.
Steve's the other one.
Oh, yeah.
They call him like the babysitter.
Yeah.
I have a big crush on that guy. Let him know.
I thought you were gonna say the lifeguard from that one season in the mall.
Yeah, you're right. No, he's hotter. You're right.
Yeah.
Dacre Montgomery. I went through hyperfixation, really big one phase. He was in a music video for this song called Chateau Marmont. I can't think of who the band is, but I literally only love that song because he was in the music video.
Yeah, I saw Manny MUA. Shout out to our bestie.
That's another really good crush right there.
Yeah, I love Manny.
He's so sexy. Yeah.
Manny's very handsome.
And he's so sweet.
But he did one of those like sit back down, those ones.
Those are so funny.
But he did it with a bunch of people did one of me.
Why didn't you post enough? I
posted one.
Yeah.
I saw like a few more though.
Where are mine?
I was like,
where are mine?
Y'all are fucking nuts. But like literally he did one about Henry Cavill.
Yeah, dude.
Like Henry Cavill in The Witcher. Like Henry Cavill in anything is almost like he's literally just like Jason Momoa.
Yeah. Okay,
and they're both Justice League, which is crazy. But like he's literally like the exact same in the sense that he plays like a big dude that's like fighting and shit.
But I want him to take a running start with his fist like this at my fucking forehead.
And he's British.
Yeah. Ooh.
And I've heard reports of like him being really nice, like being like the coolest guy, like really sweet.
He's nice too. Crush bigger.
I know, right? Literally, that's how fucking low the bar is, especially for white men. But like, as far as I know, he's like a good guy. I guess there's quite a few like Scandi scenes in Witcher.
Yeah, he fucks.
Yeah, he be fucking in that show.
Something about me, I fuck. That's him.
He do be fucking in that show, and he's fucking hairy.
Ooh.
Which I only knew because I saw people thirsting over it on TikTok.
Drew's looking for it, you guys.
I literally saw it because of all of those, like, I'm sad. Like, I saw him in a bunch of them and I liked them because they were funny.
Was it from the Sit Back Down?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then I started seeing a bunch of Henry Cavill shit and I was like, all right, now you guys are making me look weird.
Yeah. I was
like, this isn't on me.
That new Top Gun movie just came out.
Yeah, and he's in there?
No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Everyone is thirsting over Miles Teller.
I knew it. I knew you were going to say that.
In that movie. And there's a scene where they're playing football on the beach. Why do I know this? Because I've liked every single video of it on my For You page. That's neither here nor there. And he has a mustache, which I think men with mustaches are very handsome.
His mustache is not very good though.
Stop talking.
If we're being real.
So he's like dancing like silly. And then people are putting like pictures of him like he's been like on the Tonight Show or something like that recently.
Does he still have the mustache?
I think so. I can't remember. But they're saying that he's like super thick. And if you look at his thighs, he is really
like
thick.
a thick boy.
But didn't he do something problematic?
I was just about to say, but I don't think so. I think he was just tied to Shailene Woodley and she's problematic.
Okay.
To an extent.
Yes. But also I think it was like he hired like a wedding planner in Hawaii.
No, you're right.
And he punched him,
heard,
right?
Yeah, he didn't pay.
That doesn't make him problematic. It just makes him not a good person.
Which is arguably worse. Because problematic can sometimes insinuate you've grown. Being just terrible is not something. Yeah. No, that's what it was. And he was going to Hawaii and all that shit too. So like as like a white person. So
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
Okay. We're gonna do two more and then we'll wrap it, okay?
Okay.
So this one's from Kennedy, and I already read this one, so I want to read it to you. Are you ready?
Okay.
So she said, "Oh my gosh, I have some tea to tell you. I'm a raging gay bitch, like live, love coochie. But all throughout high school, I was heavily attracted to Lil Pump. Like, of all the men I could have chosen, I was rocking with him for some reason. I used to listen to his stuff every day, even though his music is not my style. I thought he had the best smile and hair, and I was like in love with him. Thankfully, that time has passed."
Yeah, that's a 10. That's worse than Nick the Fox, if we're being real. That's worse than Diego.
Yeah, Lil Pump was my boy. Long live coochie.
Well, girl, I mean, I guess I ask you this. Were you out in high school? Because if you weren't out, maybe that's what it was.
That's what my last one will cover, something like this. It's really funny.
It's more so like sometimes I think in those instances, it's steering into a skid because you're like trying to control what you can't control.
Yeah.
So like, which is not your fault at all. But like,
I loved his smile and his hair. Girl, he looks stinky. And I'll say that to his face.
And he's also wildly problematic too.
Super MAGA guy
like,
too.
So problematic, so uneducated, big misogynist. Like he's also not black, but has frequently used the N-word.
Latino?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So like, that's a really bad. At least you know it was bad. So like, you're like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Long live Coochie.
Amen, girl.
Long live Cusco.
Amen to that.
I was trying to think of what I said reminded me.
Long live Cusco.
That's what you're like, which one? Which one? That's one of the best movies ever.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Anyways, okay. So Katie said her non-embarrassing one is me. She has a crush on me. But her questionable celebrity crush is George Clooney. It doesn't sound questionable, but hear me out on celebrities. I would watch a movie or show with a minute, become obsessed, then watch every movie, show, YouTube interview with a minute. Is that me? Like Amanda Bynes when she was in She's the Man.
Yeah.
Lauren Graham, the mom from Gilmore Girls.
Amanda Bynes and She's the Man is unbelievably hot. She's like
everyone
so
in that movie is so
hot.
hot.
That movie is a prime example of like there's no fucking way these people are in high school.
Yeah.
All these people are in their early 20s. It has to be
yeah.
the case. Like I always forget that him and Channing Tatum and Amanda Bynes were in that together. Like that's so they almost exist in different timelines to me, but they obviously don't.
She also said Drew Barrymore, but in Charlie's Angels.
Oh, she was such a lesbian.
Hot
she was
movie,
so gay and so hot in those movies.
See, that should have been another. I always have so many like that should have been another indicator that I knew I was gay.
Yeah,
was because she was my favorite one, and she's the gay one.
She absolutely is, and she's very. They're also very open about that. I feel like in the movies too. It's very heavily insinuated. Yeah.
So she said, this only happened with female celebrities, never male, but I just thought it was because I wanted to be like the female crushes. Same girly. So in my naive little brain, I didn't want to have a celebrity crush because I wasn't into the Jonas Brothers or like Rob Pattinson. So the first time someone asked her who her celebrity crush was, she panicked. And since I felt like I had to give an answer, I ended up blurting out George Clooney because I had recently heard my mom's friend say how sexy she thought he was.
You know what's funny is... specifically about George Clooney.
I think he's sexy.
I mean, I guess, yeah, like good looking dude. But he looks like Jay Leno to me. In my brain, that just makes sense. Like
you're saying that because they both have gray hair and dark eyebrows.
Whatever. Like, and what of it?
Who's sexier though, Jay Leno?
Well, the thing about George Clooney is like, okay, remember MASH, the game MASH?
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody remembers, for those of you who are not 12.
Yeah.
But like whenever I would play MASH, for some reason I always put George Clooney in there. You know, you'd put like Who Are You Marrying?
Because you heard your mom say that.
Yeah, it's just top of mind. Like if you really
him or like Brad Pitt.
Yeah, so like I'm validating you because I would do the same shit. Yeah. Like I would literally
as a straight woman.
Yeah, as a straight, I would do the same shit, not because I thought he was good looking, but because it was just the first name that would come to my mind. Brad Pitt, but in Legends of the Fall, is peak Brad Pitt.
Sexy.
Downhill from there, he's also a terrible person, but like that's neither here nor there. But like if we're talking looks, Brad Pitt in Legend of the Fall. And everyone will know that it tracks that I like long hair because he had really long hair in that movie.
We already talked about Qui-Gon Jinn, so.
And again, that was more so a fascination because I think it's because
I think Drew would pick people to just say she had a crush on.
Yeah.
Because she wanted to have one because everyone else had one.
I was just trying to vibe.
Yeah.
But even if I didn't like anyone, I would say I didn't like anybody.
Yeah.
But sometimes I would just try to vibe. Yeah. Like I'm with you.
Who in the movie Sing do you think is the sexiest? If you don't say Taron Egerton as the gorilla, you're wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I knew you were gonna say that,
or
but
maybe
mostly
the
because
little mouse.
But you like Taron Egerton, so
I know. But like as the gorilla, which is one of my favorite animals, so
so it's this real points. Double whammy for you.
How come he doesn't have a girlfriend? What's going on over there?
Taron Egerton.
He has to meet me. That's why.
I wouldn't be surprised, but I also literally think
you know what? He gives me bi vibes.
He for sure does. But I was talking to Brittany about this once, and I was telling her sometimes I think that these men are annoying. In real life. I'm not saying they're bad people. I'm saying they're probably irritating.
Yeah, like Nick Jonas.
He's he's insufferable. That goes past annoying.
What sign? Maybe Terrence is a Virgo too. Let me look it up. Keep talking.
Well, I just think like someone like him or like...
Is he married? I'm literally...
No, I'm pretty sure he's married. And doesn't he have kids?
He's not. He's only 5'9", you guys.
See what I mean?
Oh, like, no!
Not Eggsy. Eggsy standing at a strong 5'9".
Oh no! Who's the guy from the King's Speech? Colin Firth.
Yeah.
Is it? They look the same height, but I thought Colin Firth was really tall.
No, Colin Firth is not tall. No, he is not.
It's because Terrence's a Scorpio. You think that's why?
No, because I like Scorpios.
How tall is Colin Firth? Oh no! You know, this is the last one we'll end on. Someone wrote Thanos. And you know what, girly? I'm there with
That's a big dude thing. Sometimes I think...
I want a man that big to punch me in the
exactly.
head. There you go,
That's why I'm saying, like, it's the same reason that men thirst... Not men. What am I saying? Why did I say men? Why people thirst after my man is what I'm saying.
What?
It's a big guy thing.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I'm not saying he's like Thanos and he's going to commit genocide. I mean, like... it's like a big dude thing. Like the fixation is like on big dudes.
Yeah,
so
I see that.
Henry Cavill's a big dude. So like, I mean, aside from the face, like he's a large man. So like,
Billy's not him though. So
I'm not saying they're the same.
try.
I'm saying the hyperfixation on it and like because if you think about it, the attraction to someone like Vince Vaughn and the attraction to someone like Henry Cavill, two very different things. Because
I don't think Billy's ugly like Vince Vaughn.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying Billy being big is a big reason why, other than his face being conventionally attractive.
See, and then because I've grown up around such big men, everyone looks small to me.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm a big man, so everyone is small to me.
The biggest man I've ever grown up around is true.
So like I what I'm saying is that the attraction, like the feral nature about it, that surrounds someone like Henry Cavill versus Vince Vaughn, is very different. Like with Henry Cavill, it's more so lust. With Vince Vaughn, it's like I'm attracted to him because XYZ. No one's attracted to Henry Cavill because they're like, he seems like a nice guy. That's not why. That's purely lust.
But then he ends up being a nice guy and you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's purely objectification. For Vince Vaughn, it's like, it's all these, well, you have to think he's a really nice guy and he's tall and he's rich. Like, none of that is taken into consideration when you see Henry Cavill.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
He's like, because he's conventionally attractive. Yeah.
Well, and large is what I mean. And my point is that like bigger men tend to have more of a lust, like a feral lust after them because they're large. And I'm not too sure. Like I'm linking this to Thanos, but like I don't know what the science is behind it. Maybe it's just like
actor is so sexy, Josh Brolin.
Maybe it's just
in
like
the Goonies. I want him to punch me in the head in that movie.
Maybe it's just like a like power thing, like a power dichotomy that's like being attracted to power, and big means powerful in your brain. Maybe that's what it is. I'm just curious to know what the link is between like an aggressive lust versus like he's like what they talk about with Harry Styles. The sensitive, sweet nature of him. He's talented,
like feminine.
He's talented.
You know what? Maybe it's rooted in toxic masculinity.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like I don't want Harry Styles to punch me in the head.
Exactly. There's that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to understand the nuance behind it, because when you it's also really indicative of how they approach men like that. So like Henry Cavill on several occasions has talked about how women have like done things that are a little too much for him, but he jokes about them because he's a man. But like the objectification and the boundaries.
Yeah, like The Rock. Would you put him in there?
Yeah, exactly. Jason Momoa is another one. And a lot of times, I'm just saying large and in charge. You know what I mean? Like
I'm trying to think of another large man.
The Rock's another great example because like he's someone who's very big and very strong. You know what I mean? Manly man, which is what makes women feel like almost like. Sometimes I think the lines are blurred because
there's like no logic left.
Yeah, they're like, I'm literally gonna say the most wild out of pocket shit because I am so attracted to this dude and I want him to like throw me across the room. Like that type of energy is reserved for large men.
Yes.
Whereas, and a lot of times they're minority men. So I only thought of that because I was thinking about Thanos and I'm like, why the fuck would you be attracted to that dude?
It's because Josh Brolin's hot.
Well, but they're not talking about Josh Brolin. They're talking about Thanos. Like, he's big, bald, like, has a lot of muscles.
He speaks in hymns.
The powerful, deep voice. You know what I'm saying? All the fixins are there.
Yeah, there you go.
So, like, I only think about that because I've talked about that a few times about Billy. Because I feel like sometimes women cross boundaries very easily with him because he's large and they're like, it's this almost feral, like... Well, putting your pussy in the wind.
This is like a large amount of like fetishization in there, especially for men of color who are large. So
yeah, exactly.
That's a whole nother.
That's
but
but that's what I was saying. Like that's probably what it is when it comes to people like Thanos, fake people like Thanos.
I love his like.
It's the large and in charge energy. Like
I love his passion.
It's like it's like the fucking what do you call it? The power. You know what I mean? So like when shithead
unbridled power.
Yeah, when shithead dudes are like, women are attracted to power, so you have to be powerful. Like that doesn't apply to you. That applies to Thanos. Like
this applies to cartoons and cartoons only.
Yeah, because then you think about something like 50 Shades of Grey, right? Someone
that like dominating like type of
exactly. Okay. And you would think like when you really objectively look at it.
We saw that guy in real life, Jamie Dornan.
Yeah, he's a little guy. He's tiny.
He was kind of tall.
No. He wasn't.
He seemed really nice, and he was with his kids. We saw him at Disneyland.
He's really nice. I'm just saying he's small. Like, and therein lies my point. 50 Shades of Grey puts them in a position of power.
Yeah.
Because when you look at it objectively, you think like, this is like abusive. Like, why is this bitch? Like,
he's outside of their sex. Yes,
yeah, like he's taking advantage of her in multiple ways that mentally are not that are not sexual, right?
Yes.
So like, it's like women are almost like, that's why those books did so well, because they like are gravitating towards this like fantasy of a power
of dominance. Yeah.
Dominance, like a power dichotomy, someone who has everything in the world and for some reason he wants you, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which I don't subscribe to, but like, I think that that got very deep, but I was just like talking about how like why I think stuff like that.
And people like lust for like dominant like partners and things like that.
Yeah.
And I can say that, especially being on different dating apps right now.
Yeah.
There are people who they like, one of the questions is like dom or sub, and they'll put like, I'm a sub. Like maybe every episode I'll share an embarrassing dating profile. I should save them, but a lot of them will put like, oh, I'm dom and whatever.
Yeah, and like, maybe this is just me, but I find that embarrassing. Like,
Drew,
I'm not saying liking it. Like, I'm saying for me personally, like if someone was to tell me like, get on your knees, that would make me laugh.
I see what you're saying.
That would make me laugh.
Yeah.
Like, I find that embarrassing for you to tell me that. And that's what makes me go, get the fuck out of here. Like,
this is what I'll end on. In 50 Shades of Grey, I saw it on Valentine's Day, the first one.
Yeah.
And I went and saw it.
Exactly what you
we went at the same day. I lived in Oregon. Were you in Hawaii?
Yeah, I was.
And I told her, there's a part in there that's going to make you laugh so hard, dude. Please call me when you're done.
Yeah.
And she said, okay. And it's going to be
a
part.
I asked her what part is it. And she said, you'll know.
You'll know. And I told her, and it's a part that like isn't supposed to be funny. And the part of it, I've only watched that movie once and I'll never watch it again, was when he would...
I know what it is. I know the exact scene.
Now I'm like embarrassed. Wait, then paint the picture. Hurry, and then we'll end it on this.
Okay. Basically, it's not the first one.
It's the first one.
No, it's not the first.
I've never seen any of the other ones.
No, you're right. It is the first one. It's the part where he comes to her apartment.
Remember, this is the first time.
She sends like a cheeky email and she's like, and goes on a run, and then she comes back. And then he's fucking in her house, breaking and entering casually.
Yeah.
And then he does the ice cube shit where he like ties her to the bed and like just does the ice cube. And then he does all the woo, right? Like the fixins. And then when he
don't call it that.
Whatever the fuck, he like gets her all revved up.
Hurry
you know
up.
what I'm saying? Then when he flips her over. He like turns her over because her hands are tied.
So onto her belly. Okay.
Yeah. So he flips. Everyone's gonna know the exact fucking scene when he flips her over and like he basically like goes like that to her butt.
He spanks. He spanks her.
He spanks her, but like it's not like it's not an actual hit. It's like it's almost like it's on the top, and it's so embarrassing, bro. Like, I'm not even joking you. That movie's like almost 2 hours long, if not 2. She didn't tell me where in the movie it was gonna be. She said, "You'll know. You'll just know." And I watched it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, "I know the exact. This is the shit she's talking about. This is what she's fucking talking about." She was talking about that scene, and I called her as soon as I got home, and I called her. I said, "Is it the part where he flips over and spanks her?" And then she could stop laughing because it's so embarrassing. Like, I'm just saying, like, just like and listen, I don't want this to come off like kink shaming or anything, because like,
no, it's the way he does it in the scene, and there's something, I think she yelps or something. Yeah, like, I can't remember,
but it wasn't a real. It's because it wasn't a real slap. Like you've like playfully hit your friends on the butt or whatever. It's like her bare ass, and it's literally just like a.
Oh my god!
Like he was going like this. Like on her butt. And then it's just embarrassing. It's embarrassing to watch. That's what I'm saying. Whatever you do on your free time and your personal time, it doesn't matter to me.
God,
I don't care.
So funny.
Do you? But I'm saying for me, like if someone were to try to tell me what to do, that would make me laugh or make me,
because you're not into that kink, and that's okay.
Or that would make me angry. But I can see why other women would gravitate towards it, because I also do think though that sometimes that's rooted in toxic masculinity, patriarchy. But you know.
There we go.
That's all. That's a much more nuanced conversation.
There's a lot of research on that, friends.
Yeah, but either way, this was really fun.
Okay. So
I'm glad you guys felt comfortable enough to share those with us. Some of them I wish he hadn't.
Like the lion,
like that lion,
Zoobilee Zoo.
I wish I never Zoobilee Zoo. I wish you never told me that, but
I wish we kept that one in the chamber. But I understand.
Sometimes things are okay to keep to yourself.
So, thank you so much, like she said, for sending these, and they're so funny. Obviously, we got like almost 200 responses. We couldn't get through all of them, even though a lot of them are repeats. There's still a million in here.
Yeah.
So, I would think since this one's going up on the 31st, and our next episode will be June 7th for Pride Month, maybe we'll do a gay themed one where we'll have queer people send in who was their like
awakening.
Yeah. So like mine, I always say was Haley Kiyoko.
Yeah.
But
in Lemonade
Mouth. Yeah. Now she has a girlfriend. R.I.P. to me. So, but anyways, maybe we'll do that, and we'll mix some of those in here with this one.
Yeah, why not?
For the next episode. Who knows?
Only time will tell.
Only time will tell. Other than that, you can watch the video version of this. You can see all the pictures of the Zoobilee Zoo and everyone else that everyone sent in on our YouTube channel on Two Idiot Girls Podcast. Just look it up on there. You can listen to this podcast everywhere you listen to podcasts per usual. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.